I thought I would never touch this figure. T-Man 978 Chill Review. Hello everyone, T-Man 978 reviewing, finally, Ocular Max Perfect Series Sphinx. So who you can see clear as day is G1 Transformers Mirage. Here's the actual images right here of the toys. Here's this illustration on that side. Here's this stuff right there. Here are some tech specs. If you have a red decoder, you should be able to tell what that is. Here is the bio right there. This stuff right here. Pretty much this stuff, probably warnings down there. And that's about it. Here is Sphinx in his alternate mode. When the wheels are flush to the ground, it rolls like a dream because it has thick rubber tires. This thing is beautiful. I mean, beautiful. It has some Reprolabels on it, pre-applied. Of course, this is on loan for me. If you didn't see my unboxing explaining all that, watch that. But here we go. As you can see here, they tried to trick you. At first glance, you see, your brain sees Goodyear, but it really says Goo-year. But, man, this thing is awesome. And then the weight to it is also awesome. And I really can't believe it. This is a masterpiece, even though it's not officially a masterpiece. As you can see here, he has his little holographic driver with that Reprolabel right there that says Mirage. He's optional. You can just pull him out. It's half a body. It's blue anyway and doesn't look real, but without him in there, you can see that it is a steering wheel detail in there and no real seat. But man, everything looks good. Can't complain. What I can complain about, though, this thing kind of feels like it was 95% done, but they kind of rushed it out there because another company was going to make one. And the problems that it has, the wheels, the back wheels kind of sit in place, but just the slightest bump just does all that. So if you push it too fast on the surface, it's going to turn. And then these wheels right here, they don't lock into place at all. They stay together with friction. So push down on it, they just wobble wobble all over the place, and that is definitely an oversight. I can't believe they even released it like that, to be honest. But it does look good, and it feels nice. Here he is next to an official Masterpiece car. I don't know if this is bigger than it should be. Can't really tell. Probably is, because I think if this driver was in Wheeljack, he wouldn't be so big. But let's you see here that it's longer than Wheeljack, and it's almost the same height. So yeah, I think he's probably oversized. But in robot mode, that's all that counts, and that's all that matters. Can he fit in MP10's trailer? Let's find out. Nope. But you could break the wheel and push him in there if you wanted to. So, yay. Maybe they did it on purpose. You could halfway transform him and put the wheels back like this. And let's see. Yep, fits in there. Isn't that special? Now, if your figure doesn't have Reprolabels on it, there's a tab on this gun and a tab right here that would fit into a little slot right there, but it's covered with the stickers right here. And yeah, I'm not going to rip that off because this isn't officially mine's yet, and it's just not mine's at all. So I'm not going to do that. Transformation is pretty simple for a figure this big and that's mimicking Masterpiece. But anyway, grab these tires, pull these down. And one thing I want to mention, like when you push on this, See how that comes off the rim right there? Don't really like that too much. And that's what I'm noticing. Like, I don't have a ton of Masterpiece figures, but push this down like that. But on a lot of the Masterpiece figures that I do have, it's like they look good, but sometimes it's like difficult to actually touch them because it feels like they're gonna fall apart or just do something you don't want. Anyway, get that like that. Then you grab this panel right here. It like locks into here. You have to like pull that out and at the same time kind of lift up on this right there, which sometimes seems more difficult than it actually is. Grab that, bring this down, wrap this around, and leave it like it is for now. Go ahead and pull the legs down, grab this panel, bring that down, grab this panel, bring that down, rotate this, rotate that. Now you can officially bring this down, and this panel right here goes on the outside. Well, separate it, and you got the lower half done. Go ahead and lift this up and separate it. Rotate it around. Keep separating it. Bring it down right there. Like that. Rotate this waist around. Get this out of the way. Rotate the wheels. Like this. Come on. You might have to push this up. But now they're in the place right there. Squeeze this. Slide these shoulder pieces up and out of the way. Go ahead and untab this right here. Slide it to the side like that. Untab right here. Slide it to the side. Bring this down. Rotate this fist out, and as you do that, this panel comes out. Push that up like that. Same stuff over here. Rotate the fist down, pull the arm down, put this panel up like that. Okay. Now we can rotate this down over those panels. Actually, there's two tabs right here. Get them out to the side. Rotate this down, and it should click into place. And this little chest piece right there, pull that up. Now go ahead and just grab the head and lift it up. Kind of bring it forward. Kind of looks a little bit wonky till you get used to it. And lift these pieces up right there under the wheels. And basically, let me see. Basically, yeah, he's done. He's a robot. You can fool around with it, make sure everything is tight and where it should be, and decide how you want these to be sitting. And yeah, he is done. Besides the Reprolabels, this thing came with another little upgrade right here. This is the ATP Designs missile launcher adapter right there. What it does, the original one just had a little clip just like this. It sat there straight down. Only thing the missile launcher could do is go up and down. But this one actually puts a rotating function right there. He has a little metal bar right there. You basically shove the clip onto the metal bar right there. Shove that all the way down. So Now that gets further away from his head, which would be ideal. The fingers, kind of weird. They work mostly like masterpiece hands. These fingers are all together. This one is separated. But what's weird is how the thumb rotates up like that. It's kind of to get out of the way so that the gun can get into the hand easier. But it's like you gotta turn it a certain way so that it's not up. But he does now hold this weapon pretty good. Here's a better look at that weapon. It has a hole, an actual hole at the barrel right there, so that's cool right there. Let me get him into a pose. I've been wanting this toy for a long while, and as much as I want to tell you it's absolutely perfect, because it's called the Perfection series, it's not. It has quite a few things stopping it from reaching that perfection. But let me go over the good things first. Number one, the body just looks amazing. It is so freaking poseable. The neck can look down, can look up, can like tilt and whatnot, because it's on like a series of hinges, so that's good. Normally this would just be able to go up and down, so I'm not going to even include that right there, but with the upgrade set, yes. The shoulders can go in. It has a butterfly joint right there. They can go up and down. Of course, right here, the shoulders can go out on a hinge. There's bicep rotation. There's like two hinges right here in the elbow. So it's sort of double jointed, but this flap right here, which I don't like, and I'm going to try to hold all the dislikes to the end. It does let it crunch up a little bit more, but the hand comes forward. The wrist rotate on a swivel. The thumb does this, and I went into the hands already. It does have an ab crunch, which is amazing. It swivels right there. Universal joint right here on the hip. It can go out that much, and these flaps let it kick up that high and this far back. Swivel at the thigh. Double jointed knee that bends that much. The foot hinges right here all the way in, and the toe has some play in it right there. It comes forward a little bit, but you can do what you need to do to get them standing in a position you want. And this wheel right here also bends again on another hinge. Now what's frustrating to me is this panel right there. I don't like it. This thumb, I don't know how everybody's is gonna be, but this thumb is loose, and I don't like the way it articulates in the first place. I mentioned that. The neck is kind of fiddly, so it's hard to get it to a position that actually looks natural. The flaps right here get out of the way. I like that, but these thigh swivels are loose as crap. I mean, this is the killer for me right now. It's really killing my vibe. Like, it makes it not fun to pose at all when it's trying to fall every 2 seconds. Now the feet, I probably could get around if these thighs weren't like that, but the feet are a little bit awkward. They're better than Classics Mirage, but they are a little bit awkward. And the panels, I don't know whether this is Reprolabels. I think it must be Reprolabels right here, because I feel like I'm rubbing them off, which I don't particularly like. But that's not the fault of the toy if those are Reprolabels, but it's mainly this. If this was fully my figure right now, I would definitely try to put some floor polish on that, because That is freaking frustrating as hell. Now, this set, I guess it is one of the original ones, so it does come with his little parachute that he used in the one episode. So let me show that off. Actually, let me zoom in on his face and why they call him Sphinx. It's because of the design of his mask right there. Right there you see he has a neutral face. He comes with a secondary head that has a smile. And also, it's blank on the back, just like the cartoon. But since this has a whole bunch of realistic car details, it does have that on the back. I don't care about that. That bothers some people, but they're anal, so who cares? Let me get to that parachute. The parachute does come in its own separate little flat box. Here's this stuff if you want to see that. Here's this QR code if you can do anything with that. Well, basically you open it, pull out the parachute from inside, and there's another face in there with barely any lip detail, so yeah. Here is the parachute. It's attached to some wires right here with handles designed like the gun handles. They're like a smoky transparent color. This material, it looks flimsy. It looked flimsy in every review I've seen it in, but it's a thick, pliable, transparent plastic right there. It's trying to come up with the consistency. Like, it's something I've actually touched. It's like a, I don't know, like a placemat or something like that. And basically, here's him falling down with the parachute. I don't know how that works. Maybe it's some Cybertronian technology that can float somehow. But there you go with that. These handles are a little bit more difficult to get in his hand than the actual gun. In the end, this figure has two beautiful modes. The vehicle mode looks good, and the robot mode is good with a ton of articulation. Once this is fixed, I'm pretty sure he'll be way better. The tires do help support him because they're rubber, so it stops from sliding. But with that being loose, it doesn't stop as much as I would like it to stop. But, yeah, I love the articulation. I definitely love the detail, and I definitely love the G1 cartoon likeness, which is really, really spot on. So I do think this is a nice figure. Is it over $100 worth of a figure? I can't really say that. I mean, it is nice, and Takara Tomy hasn't made their own Mirage, so you're kind of, they got you by the balls, whoever prices them, whatever price they want to price it. So I don't know. I think it should be this same price as every other Masterpiece figure. Besides the fact that it does have diecast, but from what I hear, diecast really isn't all that expensive. And I don't know why Takara Tomy isn't actually just using it like they did in the old Masterpiece figures. But anyway, I like them. I enjoy them. I can live without the parachute. I mean, that is a little nice extra, but meh. Anyway, I like the other accessories. But if you like this video, make sure to click the thumbs up. Make sure to click one of the 2 videos I have there on the side. Make sure to subscribe, comment. I reply to my comments. Share. T-Man978. Out of here. Oh yeah, let me say this. Someone did tell me that theirs doesn't have the looseness issue, so I wanted to put that out there.